this is Canary Quilts, and this is the final week of the Fat Quarter Shop up on the Rooftop Mystery Quilt Along. And they do this every year, and the patterns are free that they release. And we finally got our 4th week here. And I have actually put the whole quilt together, but the 4th week is this sleigh right here. So we have a reindeer pulling a sleigh. So you can see where if you did stars up here, it would have been a really nice touch. Also, my mom just pointed out to me that I did my flying geese opposite from what they did in the pattern. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but she's like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't even know I did that. I just put it together that way. Anyway, I am quickly going to go through the pattern, but I'm also going to go through my fabrics and show you how I picked out my fabrics. And this in the sleigh, I had to cut it so that the fabric goes in the same direction. And that's about it. It's fun to put together. It's not as puzzly as the reindeer. The reindeer is pretty puzzly, so this didn't take as long to put together. But it's a lot of fun to do. I would totally recommend it. It's very beginner quilter type of patterns. Yeah, let me know how it's going for you. Let me know if you're going to do it now that you've seen the whole pattern. Go out and grab it. I have links to the whole pattern down below each week. You can take a look at last year's patterns, see if that's something you want to do. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to their next one, which is coming up at the end of August, which is called Autumn Nights. So stay tuned for that. But hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and you can see Autumn Nights and all the other fun stuff we got going on here. So let's head down to my desk. All right, week 4, Mystery Up on the Rooftop Quilt Along from Fat Quarter Shop. This is their free pattern that they're putting out to finish out the quilt along here that they're doing. And this one is called Toys and Joys Block, and it is Santa's Sleigh. I got all my pieces laid out. Again, this is a puzzly block, so there's a lot of pieces here. I think it goes through I, double G. I went through and I labeled which ones would be my colors. So I've got all my background pieces here. The sleigh pieces are this Tim Holtz. It's Tim Holtz Eclectic Palette Seasonal for Christmas. So this is my sleigh, which is, theirs is red. And what I did was I went through and looked at all the pieces that are the red in the sleigh and made sure I cut them all the same direction, since this is a directional pattern or fabric. So when these lay out, I won't have something laying like this, or this wouldn't look like that direction. So I did that, and I'm going to change this quilt block here because I didn't want the sleigh fabric to be in here. It's just too big of a print. So I'm going to have the red fabric is going to be where you see red in here. And then the green fabric right here is going to be where you see white. So that will be my block. And I think that, I think the red will stand out pretty well, and then the green will be inside of it. So I think it'll work. And so what I had to do with that is I had to come down here in the sleigh and designate W, X, and Y as the plaid, because that's the pieces that are inside this block. And then we have the present and bow on top, are these three. This is going to be the present, and the plaid's going to be the bow. And then this is the runners of the sleigh, and I cut 4 extra GGs so that I could round this out so that it looks like this. I know you can't see it, but these 4 pieces will be on here to make that a straight, not so pixely like I did in last week's. So there we go. Probably the hardest thing about cutting this was just making sure I had these all the same direction. So this is the This is the big part of the sleigh right here. This is this tall piece. And AA is a tiny little piece over here. And then we have Z, which is on each side of our quilt block we're gonna do. So I have 2 of these. And then T is up here and down here. And then this V is the piece over here. So I kind of laid them up as I was cutting them out to see how they would look together. So these 2 will go together like that. And I don't think that looks too bad. So these will go together, but there will be, you know, a 1/4 inch overlap. And I don't think it'll hit the girl's face, so I don't think it'll look too bad. So there you go. That's about the biggest thing I did with my cuts was I changed up my quilt block. I added 4 GGs down here to make that straight. I think this is going to be pretty easy to put together. Let's start with the star, and then I'll pretty much be building it out from there. So it shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty, I mean, I haven't even read the pattern yet, and it seems like it's going to be a pretty easy block to put together. But I wanted to show off my fabrics. I have links to everything I use in the description down below. I have my fabrics if you're interested, the alphabetties and everything else you see in my video that I'm going to use. So let's head over to my machine. All right, I'm going to do the star first. We need our BBs and our Ys to start with. And we need to make 4, so I have 4 BBs, so I need 8 Ys, which pretty much leaves the X's left, because we needed 8 Ys and 4 X's. So there's our X. And then we don't need BB anymore. We are going to take our square and we're going to put it on one side, and we're going to sew on the diagonal, and we're going to trim and iron towards that corner, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side in the same direction, like this. I'm not going to do them at the same time, but that's what I'm going to be doing. 2 of them. So I'll put the first one on, get it ironed over, then I'll be out of my way, and I'll put the second one on and iron it over. And so we'll end up with a piece that looks like that. So I'm going to get 4 of those completed. There's these 4 pieces. Now we need to take our W and our CC, and we're going to put them together, right sides together, and do 2 half square triangles. So we can draw a line down the middle, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 1/4 inch foot, put my 1/4 inch on the line so that I get a seam on both sides of this line that's a 1/4 inch away. And then we'll come back and cut it, and we'll have 4 half square triangles. I probably could have found paper piecing for this, but there's only 4 of them. So not worth it. There's my half square triangles. So now we can start putting our corners. It's going to be made in 4 parts, all equal 4 parts. And it needs to go like that. So we need to make 4 of those. So I'm just going to pile everything on top of each other so I know which way they go. And then I can put my parts and pieces together. And then once we get all 4 of these done, then it's just a 4 patch. Making it simple. There's my quilt square for the sleigh. Now we are going to take, I'm going to finish it out. These are our sleigh pieces, and they're going to go like this. So I am going to, I think I had them like that when I fussy cut. I'm going to put these 2 on, and then I'm going to put those 2 on, and then we can set this aside and start working on the rest of the sleigh. There's part of the back end of my sleigh. I need to take an O, which is one of these tiny little pieces, the background, And we're gonna put it down here in this corner, which is gonna just kind of curve it up here. And then we've got to take our A and one of these stays, it's a B. And we're going to put that up here. And we are going to sew on the diagonal. So even though I have a laser, it's going to go this way too. Tell you what, I can pick up a cat hair like nobody's business. It's going to go this way. I'm going to draw that diagonal. Even though I have a laser and it may reach, still want to have it there. And then down here, this diagonal is just going to chop this corner off. And we're going to sew on those lines and trim. And I think I will try to iron towards the sleigh. We'll see how that goes. May have to iron towards the background. That's what they say to do, but I want my sleigh to be in front of my background, so we'll see how it goes. Here's our bottom corner. Here's our top corner. We're gonna be cutting through some fabric that we've sewn, so that's a little scary. I got some big pieces left. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, there is the back of my sleigh. So I think we're done with that right now, so I can set that aside. All right, I want to go on to the legs. Probably should start with that because that's what I really want to show you is I want to make this straight white, which is my color that I'm doing for the sleigh. All right, so this is going to be our sleigh unit, and this is where we're going to start it. So our L, N, and M all need to have a corner stitch and flip on it. So M is going to be on the bottom, FF's over here, L's over here. We have an N, it's over there, and a G right there, but we need a GG in that corner. We're going to put a GG on top of this N piece, this background, and then a GG will go onto this M piece down here to round out the sleigh. So we need to draw our diagonals so we know which way to sew. I want to sew that way, and on L I want to sew this way. This one I can just sew down the middle on the diagonal. All right, I'm gonna get those done and then we can put the curved section of our sleigh together. Here's the bend in my sleigh runner here, this section. So this section needs to be put together. I do have one piece left because there is a piece over here. It's gonna come down and go like that. So whatever piece is right here, which would be piece I. Yeah, I is going to go on this side and get hooked in with other things. So that will also have a, the bottom left corner will be chopped off with our runner fabric. Let me get this put together. All right, here's my runner curve, and we're going to continue that curve with our I piece and our last GG. And we're going to cut it off on the corner. We're going to sew right on the line. There we go. So this is going to be, this isn't going to go on here yet because we're going to make this whole piece right here with the bottom runner. But that's how I am getting this curved look. So it'll come down like that when it's sewed together. All right. Let me, why don't I just finish that section up so you can see what it looks like. All right, here's my sleigh runner, and you can see that I rounded that off instead of having the pixel one that's on here. All right, I think the rest of this is fairly simple. You're just putting together some strips. Putting together some strips, and a hourglass with some strips. So I'm just gonna finish this out and we'll see what it looks like in my fabrics. There we go, I got it done. It's a pretty easy block to put together. So that's why I didn't show you very much. I showed you how I rounded this off. I showed you my quilt square on the sleigh. So yeah, I think the fabric is a little busy up close, but when you stand back, you can see everything. But up close, it's a little busy. I guess I didn't think it would be that busy, but I still like it. I love the fabrics. So I think as a whole quilt, it's gonna look cool. So there you go. You saw it go together. It's not really that hard to put together. Just kind of wanted to give you the gist of how I did a few things and show you how it turned out. I love it. And you can see that it looks a little better out here. The block still is a little muddled inside of here, but I don't know. It all kind of looks old-fashioned to me, and I like that. And I like how it turned out. So, and it's my quilt. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know how it's going for you, and I'll see you in the next video and when we start doing autumn nights. Bye.